Howdy folks, hope you're all having a good one, and welcome back to, well, Ubisoft's lawyers didn't actually contact me and ask me to stop calling it Communist Revolutionary Simulator 6 in the last episode. That was just a joke. Thank you for your suggestions on alternate titles, however, but I think we're just going to stick with Communist Revolutionary Simulator 6, because hey, if it looks like a communist, smells like a communist, and tastes like a communist, I'm just going to go ahead and call it a communist. So, imagine my surprise when, after doing over McKay's head office in the last episode, I now have to go and meet Yelena at McKay's office, which is kind of surprising. I'm pretty sure that's where we were in the last episode, but apparently not. Apparently this is McKay's office. Really? Ubisoft, are you sure about this?
According to McKay's files, one of the old refineries has engineers working overtime on something called PG-240X. PG-240 is the poison they spray on tobacco leaves in the West to make viviro. My guess is that PG-240X is what they dropped on us at the hotel. So we are going to fuck up McKay's operation by destroying that old refinery from the inside. I sent Lucky Mama and a small team to secure the perimeter. They are waiting for you. Once you get inside the place, talk me through what you see. We'll figure out how to get it offline. Muy bien. I'll tell the team you're on your way.
Okay, sounds relatively straightforward, although I'm willing to bet that it probably won't be. Hang on a minute. Did she just say that she'd sent Lucky Mama and a small team to secure the perimeter? It's a refinery, right? They're generally not, small-scale operations. They're usually fairly large complexes. How small a team did she send to secure this perimeter? Because, well, call me old-fashioned, but if you want to secure the perimeter of a large complex like a refinery, you probably want to send a big team in order to actually secure it. I don't think a small team's going to get the job done. Perhaps it was just a figure of speech. We'll see when we get there. Well, while we're on the way, I realise I do give Far Cry 6 a lot of shit, which is entirely justified in my opinion because it is mostly terrible. But there are some good points to this game. I mean, starting with the graphics, they are pretty good. I realise that they haven't done anything special with the graphics engine, they've been reusing it for several years now, but it's doing a very, very good job. Also, the voice talent is mostly excellent. It's just the lines that they've been given to read that are garbage. I'm reminded of Harrison Ford turning around to George Lucas and saying, "George, you might be able to write this shit, but you sure can't say it." There is more than a hint of that in Far Cry 6 as well. Oh, we're nearly there. Yep, that's a big-ass refinery. So exactly how small a team did Yelena send to secure this place?
Fucking stinks here.
I guess we're going to find out. Rebels up ahead. I see 2 plus Lucky Mama. Seriously, 3 people to secure a place this size? This is the most unsecured perimeter I've ever seen in my life.
What did my team do?
Looks like they secured the perimeter.
Remember, you need to talk me through what you see in there. If I'm right, that place is important to the poison operation.
So, you 3 have secured this entire perimeter now, have you? I fucking doubt it.
Yelena told us to hold the position for you. These abuelas are cold-blooded. They killed the soldados like it was nothing. We rigged the doors to blow. You can trigger them if you want.
Looks like you guys don't need me.
The people inside don't know we took out everyone outside. I told them to go machetes only and then to wait for you. They did.
These kids are fast learners.
You're not wrong about that. The door is prepped with explosives.
Let's get this party started.
I find this all highly unlikely. So, the door's rigged to blow. You know what? I'm not going to blow the door. I want to take a look inside first. See what there is to see. Not an awful lot to see from up here. Oh. Gotcha. Don't worry, I'm sure absolutely nobody heard the sound of a 7.62mm automatic rifle going off right outside a window. It'll be fine. Actually, I think I'm going to try to stealth this. I mean, I realise that the game expects you to blow the door and go in all guns blazing. But... nah, I don't think so. Now, I'll be very impressed with Far Cry 6 if it allows me to do this. I mean, I'm not saying that this would be anything revolutionary, I'm just saying I'll be very impressed with Far Cry 6 if it allows me to do this. This is the sort of thing you'd expect to be an option in any other game. I am kind of worried that the mission direction up there in the top left is still saying break into McKay's refinery, and I've broken into McKay's refinery. So, yeah. I would not be at all surprised if this game... I mean, I clear this entire building and the game's still telling me to break into McKay's refinery just because I haven't blown the charges on the front door. But if it does let me get away with this, I will be very impressed with Far Cry 6. You know, that's not... Is that? No, that is. I realise that we're probably giving the game way too much credit here if it allows me to do something that you'd expect to be allowed to do in any other game, but, you know, we'll give it a shot. So, once again, minimap. There we go, there's one. Minimap, bottom left corner of the screen, no further red blobs. So, I seem to have cleared at least this level of the refinery. So you'll see a solid red circle if you've actually ID'd an enemy. And if you haven't seen them yet, oh, that's a very big bomb. I do not like the look of that.
Yelena, I'm seeing a lot of missiles in boxes.
Anything else?
Yeah, they're all marked as PG-240X.
Get down to the basement. The blueprints say there's a ton of electrical work down there.
Tell Clara she's a fucking saint.
But yeah, if there were any further guards in the facility that I hadn't actually seen yet, they would just appear as a sort of red blob on the minimap until I ID'd them. And oh, whoa, check that out. The mission's updated. It's no longer telling me to break in. Now I have to find the refinery control terminal. Far Cry 6, check you out. Occasionally managing to rise to a level of basic game
Yelena?
design competence.
What the fuck is that? Yelena,
I'm here, Danny.
you were right. It looks like this is where McKay's people are making the chemical weapons, the bombs.
Pinga. We have to fuck this shit up now. Connect me to any computer you see. I'll overload it.
On it, Yelena.
I'd be perfectly happy for Ubisoft to use that as a quote. You know, the sort of thing that they like to put on the game's advertising and box art. Far Cry 6 occasionally manages to rise to a level of basic competence. The Mighty Jingles, 2022. Ubisoft, you can quote me on that one. Oh, there it is. Come on. Ooh, got it. Got that grenade. And we seem to be clear for now. And there's the console.
It's connected.
Give me a minute. I'm scanning for exploits. Pinga. This stuff was patched ages ago. All they had to do was run Windows Update. I thought I needed a 0-day.
Can I go?
No. Danny, you got soldados heading your way. Don't let them fuck with the connection.
Stubborn motherfuckers.
Hang on a minute. I'm Beniten Bitter. I just killed everybody inside this building on the way in. And apparently, Lucky Mama and her two gorillas have secured the perimeter. So where the fuck are these clown shoes coming from?
Danny, find the manual override switch and pull it. Blinking green light.
Then I go!
Yeah. Get out.
I'm stuck! In the control room!
Pinga, the building is filling with that poison. Fuck. I save you, I lose 20, 30 of us minimum. I can't.
Fuck!
Find a way out, Danny. Find a way out.
You what? This doesn't make any sense at all. If she saves me, she loses 20 to 30 of her own people. Who? You only sent 3 people to secure the perimeter, and they did a remarkably piss-poor job of that.
Here!
Which wall? That one? A clue would be nice, because I do have 4 to choose from. Okay, the one I was looking at. Hang on, how did she get in here? And where's she gone? She just... Weren't you supposed to be securing the perimeter? I mean, not that I'm unappreciative, but I'm rapidly starting to figure out exactly how it was that all of those troops got inside. Because you fuckers weren't actually watching the door.
You were dead.
Wait, why do I have to climb up to the roof to find
really
a way out? I
entertaining to watch.
didn't blow the explosives on the door on the way in. Just blow the explosives on the door and I'll use it to... No. Oh dear. This is more like the Ubisoft we know and love. Right, I'm out. And I appear to be... Oh shit, helicopters. Not good. What are you talking about, Jingles? You've got RPGs and guided missile launchers. Yeah, but... Have you seen how effective they are against unarmoured helicopters? It takes 3 or 4 missiles to knock a helicopter out of the sky. So, honestly, you just don't bother. Just disengage. The smaller scout helicopters you can usually take down with like 2 grenades or RPGs, which is still 1 more than it should take, but, well, yeah, as for these gunship things, even though they're not actually armoured, forget it. Just, seriously, just run. You'll thank me later. Don't waste your time trying to take them down. Although, actually, this one does appear like it's going to need convincing. Right, yeah. Shall we see how many grenades it's going to take to knock a transport helicopter out of the sky? Let's switch to the grenade launcher. RPG, no. There we go, rotary grenade launcher, that'll do. So it's loaded with 6. Let's see how many it takes. Although it does seem to be leaving me alone, do I really want to... Oh, whatever, let's do it for science. It should be... Yep, there it is. Alright. That's 1. Second one missed. Third one missed. Only got 3 left. This might not be enough. There's 2. There's 3. That's right. 4 high explosive grenades required to knock a transport helicopter out of the sky. And you know, here's the funny thing. You can blast away at those things with armor-piercing bullets and they won't go through the windshield. The game actually tells you that against big helicopters like that you're supposed to use blast rounds. Ubisoft, what the fuck do you think the grenade launcher was firing? Whatever.
I'm out.
Danny, I want you to know I had no idea the factory would blow up. And I couldn't risk that many of my guerrillas.
You did what you had to.
If it ever comes down to sacrificing one versus many...
If it makes you feel any better, Lara would have done the same thing. You're more alike than you think.
Moving it back on? How about the fact that we just completely destroyed Castillo's ability to make chemical weapons? This is a huge blow to the regime.
So they can't make any more of the bombs they dropped on us at the hotel.
All that's left is what was made before.
Always another target. If you don't mind, I'm gonna just enjoy breathing for a minute.
Can we just go back to the part where Yelena said she couldn't risk losing that many of her guerrillas? Yelena, we've been over this. You only sent 3 to secure the perimeter. A job that they were completely incapable of doing, as evidenced by the fact that they allowed an entire fucking platoon of guards to walk in after me. So, yes, if you'd actually sent enough troops to do the job that you sent them there to do, secure the perimeter, then you might have had to make a tough moral choice about how many troops you were prepared to lose in order to save me. But you didn't, did you? You only sent 3. Because you're a fucking idiot. That's right, kids. This is the genius that the entire province of El Este is relying on to save them from the clutches of the evil dictator. We're all fucking doomed. We're all gonna die. Like I said, the voice talent in this game is pretty good. Sadly for their careers, they're forced to read scripts delivered to them by a scriptwriter who got sacked for incompetence from his last job working on the scripts of Saturday morning cartoons. Join me in the next episode where we'll see exactly how much more stupid this game can get. But that's it for today. I hope you have been entertained, and as always, take care, stay safe, and I'll catch you next time.